Test 1, 2, 3. Hi guys, welcome to another Blender tutorial. If you're a new subscriber, Blender tutorials, 100 subscribers, let's go. Today I'm gonna show you camera tracking in Blender. Wait guys, I'm a record, yes. So as you can see, I am in Blender. I'm just gonna go on this icon by the left click and choose movie clip editor. This new window appears. I'm gonna search for my file right here. I download some stupid video and I'm just dragging right here on this window. Yes, my stupid video from the internet. I'm scrolling the mouse to adjust in the view, something like this, and I'm gonna just drag this fucking timeline up. Now first, if you just add your footage on this fucking window, just drag. First you wanna just click this icon, set scenes frames. If I'm just gonna left click this, boom, this automatically on the timeline set up the number of frames on the footage. It's something like 740 whatever, yes, right here. And second of all, you wanna click this fucking icon. I'm not gonna do this because my PC gonna lag in because I record this for a second time and I'm fucking angry. This basically just the baking process gonna get started right here on this fucking blue line, and you're gonna have much smoother results if you're just gonna click play or whatever, yes, because you're gonna have baked this video, if that makes sense. So you wanna just click this first one to adjust number of frames, and the second one right here, the baking process wait, and you're gonna have smoother results. And so there's that. Now right here on the side window, if you don't have this open, just click N, and if you don't have this side window open, just click T and T. It's appearing, disappearing, of course. And right here, N, appearing, disappearing, yes. You want to go right here on the track and you want to open the camera right here. And it's good to know the sensor of your camera. If you don't know this, that you record your footage, of course. If you don't know this, just go on this side right here. It's something like VSX cam db com, and you have so many cameras right here and you have the values right here. I'm gonna just show you what you're looking for. You're looking for a sensor dimensional or whatever it's called. You're looking for the first value, and don't look on this camera Blackmagic, just look on your camera that you shoot your video, yes, your footage. I'm just showing you the sensor dimensional, yes, and you're looking for the width, so this first value, and you wanna toggle right here, yes, this sensor width whatever, just add the value. And if I'm just gonna click right here on this icon, you have couple of cameras right here on the Blender, yes, to choose if you just record by the camera. I don't know what kind of camera this footage it's recorded, so I'm not gonna just play around, but it's good to know. So if I'm just gonna click something like Blackmagic, whatever, this is just to show you the numbers just changing, and it's good to know the lens, of course, that you're shooting your video, because later on it's gonna be helpful for camera solving problem, whatever. This is gonna be in the next tutorial, but it's good to know those values like sensor whatever and this lens, yes, value of the camera that you're shooting your footage. Now shoot your footage, fuck my English. Now I'm gonna just click N to disappear in this fucking window. You can do camera tracking automatically, and I'm gonna show that, and you can do this by the mouse, and you need 8 trackers to work this fucking tracking process in Blender, if that makes sense. 8 trackers, guys. You can do this in color, and you can do this right here. If I'm just gonna click right here on this icon, I have RGB, my red, green and blue colors. If I'm just gonna deselect those colors, I have my red, and it's working good to do camera tracking, and it's working good on green color too. On blue, this doesn't work that good. So if you want to do this, just deselect right here too, of course, and I'm gonna do this in color, why not, because this is just fucking tutorial. Now I'm gonna just adjust number of frames because this is just tutorial, something like 90. You can, like I said, do this automatically, but you can do this by the mouse, and you need 8 trackers. You can do this by control and left click, basically right here, and this fucking square appears. You can scale the square by the S and move the mouse, and you can move the square, of course, by the G, yes. As you can see, I'm just moving this fucking square. And if you're gonna click just Alt S, this brings this bigger cube, and the bigger this cube is, the more data basically the more time gonna Blender calculate this stuff. So this is your tracker and this is the searching area, if that makes sense. Fuck my English, I hope you get it how this works. So the bigger this cube, the more time, because the more data Blender have, yes, to calculate this stuff, but the better results you're gonna have. So there is that. And of course, before you're gonna track, you can click this normalize. It's helping for the shadows, if you have some shadows or whatever lighting stuff on your footage. So you can select normalize too, and to track by the manually, just click right here. You can track forward and you can track backward, yes, right here, those two icons right here. And you have couple of options. I wanna say a little bit about this. You can track by the location, rotation, scale, whatever. And location is the lower one, yes, and it's working good, but you have better results right here if you're gonna just go up and choose this maybe option or whatever option up. But the more time it's gonna take Blender to calculate this stuff. So location is like the lower stuff, and this is better results. So there is that. I'm gonna just delete this by A and X and delete. So you can track manually, just add this square, Control left click and Alt S. Wait guys, Alt S. Wait guys, what is going on? Alt S, of course, and you can scale this right here on the corner on this bigger cube. So A and X and delete to delete this, of course, tracker. So there is that, and you can track this automatically, and it's working good. Right here, just detect features or whatever it's called. Boom. As you can see, so many trackers. And if I'm just gonna open the side window and play around on the second value, if you don't have this many trackers, just lower the value. If I'm just gonna lower the value, this add more trackers, yes. If I'm just going up, this brings the trackers just disappearing, if that makes sense. So playing around on the second value, this you can add more trackers, yes, if you don't have that much. I have so many. So there is that. And I want to talk A, of course, to select all. You can adjust the squares, the how to say, but not now, the size of the squares, if that makes sense. So if the tracking doesn't go well, you can adjust the size of the squares right here on those two values, yes. So I'm gonna just click track, okay. Yes, this is fucking the episode. This is the tutorial. Just track, man, just track. Okay, you can click right here. As you can see, the tracking process has place, and some of those tracks are disappearing, yes. As you can see, we have some data right here, yes, and some of those tracks disappearing. And if you don't have that much trackers, what you can do, you can one more time click detect features, boom, and you can click track backwards. If I'm just gonna click track backwards, as you can see, I have this fucking stuff. And if you don't have, like I said, so many trackers, play around on the stuff. So I'm gonna just A and delete all this stuff just to show you, and I'm gonna just adjust, maybe do bigger those squares, something like this, and detect squares, detect features or whatever. As you can see, I have bigger squares right here, and I can just track forwards, click, and my PC gonna lag, of course, but you have better results, if that makes sense, yes, of the tracking. And like I said, if the trackers are disappearing too much and you don't have 8 trackers, just one more time, detect features, boom, and track backwards. And you can do this same if you're just tracking by the mouse, yes. So Control and left click, and the tracking process is like you're just searching for the contrast area, yes, if that makes sense. So as you can see, I have so many punks of the tracking process. So I hope you get it how this works. Fuck my English, I can't explain this because my English sucks. So there is that. As you can see, I have so many data, those fucking blue lines, yes. where the points are moving. In the next tutorial, I'm gonna show you how you can adjust the camera movement on Blender too, if you have some movement of camera, yes, right here. But this is gonna be on the next tutorial, and on the last tutorial, I'm gonna bring some 3D model, just gonna run around on the fucking street right here. It's gonna run around. So as you can see, I have so many trackers, and you can select all trackers by A and X and delete to delete if you want. But one more time, 8 trackers you need to track. It's good to know this fucking sensor, whatever, width, and this lens value of your camera that you record your footage, setup, and this fucking stuff to have a smoother baking video, to have smoother playing stuff, if that makes sense. And you can track, of course, not by location, but up, and you have more accurate and better results, but it takes more time. And you can adjust the squares, and you can track by the colors right here too, and forward tracking and backward tracking. I hope you get how this works. Thank you for watching, guys. See you on the next video. If I'm just missing something, wait for the next tutorial. Maybe I'm gonna bring, because I record this fast. I must go to sleep because tomorrow is fucking job. Thank you for watching, guys. See you on the next video.